No one would even believe me if I told them. Spiritual energy. Hello, y'all. I'm Dianna Brianne. I don't give advice, suggestions, information, recommendations. I do share with you my perspective on different topics, as is with this one. I hope you like, share, subscribe. All channel names are pinned to the top of the comment section below or the description box. Well, we are having rain out here today, and I am not going for a 5 mile run. Now, rain, a little bit of rain doesn't bother me at all, and even sometimes a lot of rain, but I just choose to stay home today because normally I am out there each and every day anyhow, and I was out there yesterday. Grandma's porch is all covered up because we are having a heavy pollen season for about 2 weeks, and so I keep the furniture covered up during that time. I wanted to talk to you today about spiritual energy. Do I believe in spiritual energy? Yes, I do. Now, many people don't believe in spiritual energy. They're not a very spiritual person, or they don't believe in God, or they don't believe in anything that they cannot see. But we can't see electricity, can we? And yet we believe in it. We see what it does. We see how it works. And growing up, I was always taught about spiritual energy. And early on, growing up, I was taught about spiritual energy. We were taught about the forces of good and the forces of evil that we could not see. And like I said, many people don't believe that, but I choose to believe that. I believe that. I believe that there's good forces, good energy, and bad energy. I believe that sometimes we can be around someone who has such bad energy, and we can just see chaos and all kinds of negativity even happen after they've left. And we can see good people. We can recognize goodness in someone, good energy. So I believe that people can carry around with them good energy or bad energy. I also believe that there are some people that are more receptive to energy than other people. I believe that we're all receptive to energy, but some people are just not as highly tuned to it as others, whether it's by choice or for any other reason. I also believe that being highly spiritually energy in tune can also be a gift. And that's a gift that I've had pretty much my whole life. I have something I call the knowing. It's not ESP, it's not prophecy, it's not fortune telling. It's a gift from God. It's just something where I can know something that I would have absolutely no way of knowing. Now, I can't pick and choose what I know. It's just something that comes to me. It can be, I can be walking down the street and I go, there's something going on. And I just instinctively, spiritually know that. And I've had so many personal experiences, and the people that know me very well and have shared these experiences know what I'm talking about. Things that I would have never, ever been able to know. But suddenly I just knew what was going on. Well, I told the one story about how I met my husband that morning, how I woke up and could feel the presence of this man standing next to me. Even though I'd never met him, never knew where he was going to come from, I went through the whole day feeling this overpowering feeling that I was meeting my husband that day, only to go to work that evening realizing I must be crazy. I must have just misread my spiritual gift or something. And yet, in the door that evening walked my husband. And the next morning, even though we hadn't had a date, he got my number, he called me, and he said, I don't know why I'm going to tell you this, but you're going to be my wife. I said, I know that, but call me back in 3 hours. And that was around 30 years ago. And so what I'm telling you is I've had many, many, many countless experiences where I knew something before it happened. I also believe that I absorb positive energy. I can sense positive energy. And in the past, I could also absorb negative energy that would affect me, that it would affect me personally. And so now I feel like I'm protected from that, I hope. And, even with the situation that we're going through right now, I believe that we will be protected. and that the situation with someone I love who is going through a health crisis. And I believe that negative energy, just somehow got to a good person. I also believe that often negative energy does not prey upon people who are already emitting negative energy. I believe that negative energy preys upon good people, people that have positive energy. In other words, the negative is attracted to the positive, but the positive is not attracted to the negative. And that's why I'm very, very mindful about who I surround myself, the situations that I go into, the places that I go into, to make sure that they have positive energy with them. I don't knowingly open up a door that I should not in life, whether it's a relationship or any other kind of situation. And if I did by mistake, I pray it away. I pray it away. I pray for that divine protection. And so I believe in prayer. I'm a person of deep faith. I'm a very spiritual person. I'm not asking for people who are not spiritual to understand this, or even people who are lightly spiritual to understand this. It's something that only people maybe that have that gift of knowing, or that highly evolved place in their life where they're very, very connected to energy would understand it. I remember years ago, I was working in an office, and the computers would just all of them, and this is back in the day when we had the big old box computers, they would, if we got stressed, they would all just light up and they would all freeze. And so I believe in that. I believe it's not just with negative things happening, but I believe it can be with mechanical things. I've always had that energy, like I told the story about the where everything I would touch for about 3 months broke. And I would just touch it. It could be a dishwasher, it could be a washer and dryer, whatever. And then lightning hit a transformer directly behind our house, and then it went away. Or the knowing, that particular house, that same house, a little bit later, I said to my husband, I said, we're going to move. We're going to move. He said, we're not going to move. We're not going to move. I said, we're going to move. I know we're going to move. Now, that was not a house that we owned. It was a house that came through my husband's position. And we were to live there about 2 more years. And I said, no, we're going to move. We're going to move. So I started packing and getting things ready. He said, we're not moving anywhere. And about 4 or 5 days later, my children came, they were little at the time, came running in and said, Mommy, 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 there's stuff going down the driveway. The sewage had broken 20 feet under the house from the tree roots. This beautiful tree that we had, I called the Tree of Life, had broken those pipes under the house. Since then, after we moved, they took away that Tree of Life, that beautiful Tree of Life, as I called it, most beautiful tree I've ever seen in our yard. And yet those tree roots had broken those pipes. How would I have ever known that those tree roots were going to break those pipes? And we had to move immediately because they had to jackhammer the floors. And yet it was a blessing because we ended up moving into an incredible, better house than what we have. And if you haven't heard that story, go back and listen to The Miracle House on my channel, Dianna, Brianne, Fairchild, The Miracle House. That is an amazing story. So I just wanted to come on here and share this. I know most people will not believe in negative and positive energy. They will not believe in the knowing. They will not believe in good and bad forces. And like I said, I don't give information, suggestions, recommendations. I don't tell people. I just give you my opinion. I share with you my life. And many people would even think it's crazy. Oh, wow, you must be crazy to think, but I believe in the spiritual element of life. I believe in prayer. I believe in the God of goodness. And so I just believe in that. And so I wanted to come on here and share about spiritual energy and the importance about keeping one's spiritual energy positive and clean and clear. And that's what I do my best at doing. From my house to yours, may God bless you. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.